France is moving quickly right now to try to enhance security in the wake of the crash of EgyptAir Flight 804. 66 people were on board. The flight originated at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. The French Interior Ministry now says it's a necessity to reinforce security at the airport. Joining us now from Bahrain is Nathalie Goulet. She's a member of the French Senate, the head of the Commission of Inquiry into French and European jihadi networks. Thanks so much for joining us. Have you been presented any evidence that this was indeed a terror attack?
Not yet. Absolutely not. We have no evidence yet.
What is your working assumption? What is your working assumption?
Well, first, we have to be cautious, but then regarding the security of the French airport, I would like to underline that, first of all, we are under heavy state of emergency since November. And I think that we increase the level of security in the airport. That is it's a very strong assessment.
As you know, there were reports that last year maybe 40 or 50 or 60 airport employees were removed from their security clearances because they supposedly had jihadi connections, and at the time they had access to planes. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, airport is like a little town, you know. For Paris airport, you have almost 80,000 people. And then the French system regarding the privacy and so on prohibit to cross the databases. But at the end of the day, and especially after November, the police discovered that 80 people were suspected to have link with terrorism, and then their clearance have been withdrawn. As a matter of fact, after this double check of their ability and of their past, and regarding the databases. But previously, we have to admit that we didn't have this kind of control, unfortunately.
Well, do you believe that the security situation at Charles de Gaulle Airport right now is very, very strong, or could it be better?
It always could be better. You know, I was listening to the previous man who was talking with you and said that we always can improve more regarding security. But at the same time, nobody wants to slow down the traffic. So we have to increase the control, but at the same time, the traffic is increasing too. So it will be very challenging. We saw that also in Brussels. And this time we really don't know what happens. So we have to be really cautious about any kind of conclusion. But at the same time, that could be a good opportunity to increase the control and especially the databases of the people and all the connections they could have, and have a better control on the employees and also on the checking process.
Nathalie Goulet, a member of the French Senate, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck.